Okay, everybody, this is Papa Delta Zero Charlie Oscar Romeo, and I have especially thanks to Tony Barron from the FEMAS group, and he also tried for me getting the manual, and this is the manual complete with technical data and schematics and wiring diagrams, wiring harness, everything at all, everything included. Here is the transmitter. It's now in operating, it's now in standby mode, and I have it now in AM mode, and I will show you what I did. The first time I get this thing, it was very horrible, in a very horrible state. The front side was very good, but inside there were some main issues, and I fixed the main issues. And so the tuning procedure is a little bit of this. It's very easy because this got 10 segments of bands, beginning at 1.6 megahertz to 4.2 megahertz. And there is some lots of band switches. On the right side you got a band switch for 11 or 12 positions that is corresponding with the automatic tenor tuning with servo inside here. You can see the long switches above and the motor on the right side. So we will look in the inside. It's now in operation mode. We can look at now inside. And you see here the tank coil, and you're seeing one tube, the 6159A. There is an opportunity to put to another, adding 2 tubes, then you get more power. No, there's a very ordinary, basic amp flare, normal normal mode. It's gonna use it in SSB. There is uses in AM phone, and there is using in AM single side and AM double side. And there are lots of features for the receiving mode. There are a coupling for direction finding, so you can tune in and you can directional find with a whip antenna with a rotor, so you can try to or otherwise beam or otherwise other antenna to locate the station that you have selected in your pre-selecting. Sometimes it's in 7 megahertz, whatever, and you can find a spot to look where the station is coming from. Sometimes when you are on a boat, you hear a signal is very low, and you can put it on directional finder to find the station where this come from. Maybe they need help, and then you can go to it. It's very basic, simple rig, and this fully duplex or fully simplex. I will give you a little bit of signal here. It's now about 25 watts in normal mode. When you put it to another mode of your modulation, then it's very loud, and you can see it also here. It's very good. The signal is jumping a little bit up and down, but it works fine. And this is normal mode with normal power, and also a little bit of sideband AM. Yeah, what was I say? I must fixate the 19-inch racks. Further is very good shape. The power supply is very good. I have used it 2 server supplies in series, and it's isolated with Patinex. And so as you can see, you put it in here. You put now in standby mode. inclusive heating. There's a one tube is in 6159A and a 6A87, I think. I don't know for sure. I must look in the dingers. You can see here the driver, the driver tube. Here are the crystal options for the bands. Now this is for the optional for direction finding. Also is included here a broadcast receiving option. When you have a little bit of spare time, you can listen to the radio on the long wave and on the medium wave. Short wave is not included. It's very basic building up this rig. There are there are two stages. The front is for tuning the crystal on a good spot. Normally you put a frequency counter and you can put it on good on the station. You can also have half of 1 kilohertz up and down. There is the middle stage. This is the driver stage for this stage, and you can dip it here. And the first time I put it here, the crystal in, and it was 2 watt it given me. It's out of line because I think there was another other crystal in, but no problem at all. You can tune it here for dipping. You can tune it here for dipping, and you can on the last driver stage, you can dip it here to get the good match to the tube that you get enough power to the end tube. And there is also an option for high and low power. Here if you have low, and this is on the high part. Now it's on 25 watt, and the lowest stage is 5 watt. You got here your cathode and your aerial amps. It's very low now in the moment because I have set it on 25 watts. So when you get in the AM double-sized carrier, you get about double PP. Normally is about suddenly about 100 watts PP, but in the practice is it lower. It's very low. It's about 3.5 times. Because you're using a little bit of microphone, and that's a little bit of compromise. But you want to do it good, you can also put it here. Here is inside is a filter mode for the microphone, for the horn. But you can modify it, and then you get with a little bit of a sort of mixer. You can use a little bit of mixer if you want. When you can talking, then you can talk here. You can use it also. It's on the back side. You can put it in the cathode switch with the pedal, and when you want to do that, then you can put the audio here in. There is inside a little modification, and you could put it on the back side a stacker. And sort of a jack. You can put it in, and then you can using the foot switch. And there's also a jack for the audio. And then backside, I don't know for sure. Yes, there is a little bit of switch. You can switching to this horn, and you can switch it to an external audio. That is not factory made. That is a modification that is on. They made it on, maybe for other users, I don't know. Maybe for broadcasting on the medium wave bands from about 1600 till 1670. I don't know for sure. I have no experience with that, with pirate radio, so I don't know. Okay, especially thanks to Tony Barron from the VMARS and the other boys from VMARS. Thank you very much for helping me out with my Redifon GR377 H and radio telephone. I hope you enjoyed it. I will look at the scope again, and we will try a little bit of making audio. Now we go back to the normal audio, double-sized audio, and we get it. This here is very good. I have not yet put on my scope for good looking, but you can see here it works. It's now on 3 megahertz in with the dummy load. It's worked very fine, and I have here put here a little bit of monitoring for looking for my signal and my audio, and it's otherwise is there another option here. You can put it here and you can reading the same, but it's not really the same because there is also a metering. When you put on a meter, this is more for milliamperes. It's not so good for audio. I have tried it out, but it's not so good. It's the best to make a monitor and put it in. I have here a little bit of monitoring. I'm using some heavy materials because I'm using other transmitters. I have here now another big transmitter, also known for lots of people they got with the old stuff, and that's a little bit of bonus. It's a very secret that I got it here, and you can look at here. This is for a little bit of feedback, and this is the SK080 from medium wave band till 28 megahertz. It's a very rough shape. It's not super, but it works fine. I got when I got it here, it was broken. I have repaired it from top till bottom, and transformers are replaced and manufactured from the transformer factory. It's now very fine inside. The outside is a little bit of rough, but it's very nice. Some little bit of overview in my shack. A little bit is a very mess now, because I was going to in the next year building a new shack, and this shack will use for only transmitting on SSB, AM, and blah blah blah. In the other shed that I'm gonna build, getting my working space, then can I get drilling and cutting and soldering and everything I want. The top on the floor is a very big power supply for 5 kilovolts, and there is my little VFO I using for sometimes home built rigs. Here got I making and home built rigs. This thing is I think maybe 10 or 15 years old, but I am a tube man. There is a socket for the 1072 and a little bit of materials. So you got a little bit of view here. This is what tools here. I hope you liked the video on the Redifon GR377, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you giving me thumbs up, or you going on YouTube. I will send it also on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Cor Hummel, and then you look at it again. I will spell it for you: Charlie Oscar Romeo Hotel Uniform Mike Echo Lima, on the YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you till next time. This was PD0 Charlie Oscar Romeo. Thank you very much, and bye bye.